Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue, green, and globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. I am your host, Mike Barra, in Las Vegas, Nevada, joined as I always am by my co host. Well, not always. She's rarely here anymore. The lovely lady with the lustrous hair in Hayden, Idaho, the one who always takes her Mondays off, except for today, Jennifer Faladorian. Jen, how
It's
was your weekend?
June. It's June. I have a family. It was good. I was off for a little while. I was just doing yard work and doing projects around here, trying to get time to catch up on things. So
I was good. I had a terrible day yesterday. I'm getting up. I'm looking forward to a nice, calm day, and then the pressure changed or something, and my head just starts filling up and throbbing. And it was 110 here yesterday, and then I start getting dizzy, and then I start feeling nauseous, and then I'm like, I'm just gonna fight through this. And finally got to the point I took a steroid, so I'm a little amped up today to try to clear my head up and stop the dizziness and all that stuff. Took 2 naps, totaling 4 hours yesterday, even though I slept a full night's sleep. I just felt terrible. Took Barkley to the park and managed to lose my eyeglasses again. Maybe aliens took them again. Susan looked at it. She said she thinks they were in the park and somebody picked them up. I'm like, why would you pick up my glasses? Why wouldn't you leave them out somewhere where I could find them? Hopefully, maybe I'll go back. I've been to the park. I've done 3 laps around the park and I haven't seen him. So,
everybody's having sinus issues everywhere. There's also like
oh,
big energy shifts going on. People are in bad moods or they're in a good mood, and it just depends.
right. And then
Oh,
my
but
migraine medicine works on my head, but then it makes me feel sick. So I was just like so nauseous. I barely ate anything yesterday, and I'm like, can we just end this day and I'll just wake up tomorrow and everything will be better. So now I might have to go to Costco and get new eyeglasses today. Great. Just exactly what I wanted to do. So anyway, that day sucked. And hey, let me ask you about do you see me finding my original pair of eyeglasses today? Getting them back today. Not where are they? Just do you see me getting them back today?
yeah, I don't know if
Oh,
it's today, but you find them.
okay. Well,
You eventually find them.
great. I bet. I mean, you know what? The way I lose them, this is the second time I've lost them in 9 months. For the first time, aliens took them, but the second time I've lost them in 9 months, I better get a backup pair anyway. So I'll go to Costco and take care of that. Just another $300 I didn't want to spend. Oh, and Miss Fluffy Muffy has another yeast infection in her ear, so now I got more vet bills. Oh, life is just fun, fun, fun. All right,
That's
now
small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff, right?
it's small stuff, but it counts. It matters. Um, okay, I got a little Baratel for you this Monday morning. I don't know how it aligns with Jentel because Jen didn't send me her Jentel today. And I don't know.
No, because I knew you had Baratel, and I like to do that so that I know things are clean.
Clean. That's right.
What I get is like
We're
clean
focused on
information.
we're focused on things being clean. All
Yes, I
right.
like that.
So, the guy I call the bondholder mistakenly, who's actually a broker, does still expect to get paid tomorrow. He expects to get paid Tuesday. He's back in his city of origin where he needs to be to receive his funds because he has to sign a receipt that he got what he got in person in red or blue ink. I'm not sure which. So he's there. He's waiting. He does expect that would be a commission on historic bonds that were turned into the U.S. Treasury. The other information I have is from a U.S. Treasury source who informed someone. This was supposed to have happened in April when everybody was all excited in April. It was scheduled for April. It was stopped by the United States, and the United States is the holdup.
Oh my god.
So I guess that aligns with
That
the Jentel. I
is
don't know. We
why
do not.
I
I've not.
said don't send him. This is cool. All right, just go on. Sorry.
So
Sorry.
can't wait to get to
Sorry.
Jentel, but we got to finish the
Sorry.
Jentel first.
That's
right?
awesome.
So
That's awesome.
the United States is the holdup. Now, the other thing, Jen, I don't know is we should talk about this debate coming up this week between Trump and Biden.
Ugh.
I don't see why it's going to happen except for there's two possibilities. One, Trump implodes and his campaign collapses, or they arrest him on stage or something to start a revolution. There's no reason for this debate to happen. Presidential debates do not happen in June. They do not happen in July. They do not happen in August. The campaign traditionally starts after Labor Day, the presidential campaign. Why is this happening now? And the only reason I can think of that makes sense is that Joe Biden is going to fall apart and implode, and that is going to be the justification for removing him either from office or replacing him in the campaign. One of the two. Either way, that is a big event. So that's what I think is Thursday is set up to do, is to be like, oh man, we can't stay with this guy. Or it might be bad enough that they 25th Amendment the guy and get him out of there. Now, a couple of other things. I am holding some things back. I know everybody is holding some things back. And I do not and am not giving financial advice. However, I will tell you that I have obtained more Bolivar lately, and I am going to continue to buy Bolivar. And what I am going to buy are the purple ones that say 100 on them, and are called the Bolivar Digitalis 2021 100 million Soberano. That's what I'm buying. The uncirculated ones are, well, the circulated ones are about $10 a pop. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. If you would like to do that, you should contact William, who is the owner of 100 Trillions. I just put his number in there and mentioned Ron Davidoff. I get no payback for any of this. I'm just telling you that's what I'm going to pick up. And I just picked up some the other day. So what is interesting news is that it is impossible to get uncirculated currency of this type and of other types. It is difficult, if not impossible.
Uncirculated.
What does that mean, Jen? That means they're not printing any more of them. If they are not printing any new notes, that means they're going to a new currency sometime soon.
Right, but what about the circulated notes? They're the same value, correct?
The circulated notes are $10 a pop for the 100 millions. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I was requested to do that. So again, you can contact William at that number, 949-300-7184. Mention Ron Davidoff, one of our wrenches in here, one of our mods. We love you, Ron, or Davidoff. I just think Davidoff sounds more sophisticated. But
Uncle Ron.
Mention him to William, and you will get the best possible deal on those. So, and again, I'm going to tell you, I get absolutely nothing in terms of any financial payback from that. But that's all I got to say about it. All right. So, Jen, I suspect you have some Jentel, and I am going to get your Jentel banner up here and let you run with it. And it sounds like it's going to be pretty interesting compared to the information that I have.
Well, I tried really hard this morning.
All right.
Okay. Hi. Now, there is some personal information in here. And one thing you need to know about trying to receive psychic personal information for yourself or divine guidance, it's not always right. Okay? But I'm going to put it out there. This is Interdimensional Meditation by Jennifer Fullard Doring for 6/24/24. Yes, it is. It is 6/24/24. Destination is the 6th level of heaven. I spoke with Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel, Michael, Haniel, and Raphael. RV News, Gabriel spoke. He said they are ready to begin Tier 4. They are making changes to the notification system. That could be done in a day or a week. It is important to ensure swift delivery. He used those words, swift delivery and security. So right now, they're taking a look at the system they're gonna use to notify you, get you routed to a place to go to make your appointment. There was something about it that wasn't going to be good enough, so they're taking a look at that, tying up the loose ends, making sure everything's cool before they use it and have a problem. Okay. The other tiers are at or nearing completion. There are a few loose ends, but most work is in the hand of the clients and those who manage fund delivery. So, I was trying to get. So I'm like, well, let me ask it a different way, just for me personally. I'm like, when is my appointment date? Now, this could be wrong, but this is what I got. Okay. I looked at Haniel and he said July 7th. Out of meditation for a second. Look at the calendar. I'm like, okay, that's a Sunday. And he said, yes, it is. And I said, 7/7? And he smiled at me. And I'm like, well, that makes sense. I mean, that's really good. That's good, God. Jesus, thank you. 7/7. I mean, that's good. All right. And then Gabriel just looked at me, and I was, there was some more talking, personal things. He just looked at me and he said, hold steady, stay strong. God wins. No, I asked, God wins? He said, always. Always. Now, this is why I was smirking earlier. I try to do the in the news this week. And when I do that, I see things, I hear them say things, I hear words. So these are bullet points. They may connect, they may not. They may be separate things. So in the news this week is what we as a community will hear about. Okay? I heard explosions, and he said bottle rockets. Explosions, bottle rockets. Now, pretty typical for people to have those right now in certain places. But let's just keep an eye on that, because that's something that if we're going to start getting terrorist activity within our country or something like that, that is a really easy way for minions to mess with people. Okay. So let's just keep an eye out for stories about that. Second bullet point, last days of the dollar. People will be talking a lot about this. Last days of the dollar. Another bullet point, rough seas oil tanker. So look for news about an oil tanker and rough seas. Another bullet point, lightning strikes. So keep an eye on the weather. If you're going out, if you're going to be at an outdoor event, you're going to be on the lake, whatever, take a look at the weather for lightning storms. Then here we go. Biden leaves early. Info found. Biden leaves early. Info found. Now, I don't know if that's about the debate or if Biden just leaves early. Let's do that. That would be fun. Let's do that. Okay. So a lot of talks about stocks, hyperinflation. Then he said, Gabriel started talking. He said, the rest of the world is ready to begin the rollout. Western civilization, that's why he gave me that. I didn't just say the U.S. He said, Western civilization takes the blame for globalism and the delay. So the rest of the world this week, we're going to hear about how they're getting very impatient, and everybody's looking at the U.S. because they're the ones delaying this. And that's that's probably the center of cabal activity. Now, bullet points after that. And this sounded like he said bucket stocks. And I don't know what that means. Probably should, but I don't know if that's a real thing or what, honestly. And then the last one is release of funds. So we as a community will hear stories about this either in the mainstream media or within our circles. The United States is the one who's been holding it up. And then after I got this Jentel, I was like, I'll send it to Sue Rose, because Sue Rose, thank you very much for typing this up for me and everybody. And I prayers for your chicken. I heard you had a chicken that had a leg problem. I hope she's doing well. So on a personal level, after that, I was talking to him. And years ago, and still, this booktube is still sitting on my desk and I realize now, I always thought I was you're so damn lazy, Jennifer. Why haven't you just finished all the books? Why haven't you written the books? Well, been kind of busy. But I realize now that I had to live more to know how to write these books, all right? And a long time ago, I put out book 1. It's called The Wishflower Field, Marie's Triumph. And I was ignorant about the whole process. Got pulled in. Lady said, oh, yeah, you're getting published traditionally. Yeah, but I just need $10,000. Anyway, a little naive. And that didn't work out. She totally screwed me. Never did anything she said she was going to do. And then she died. So just like, that's a do-over. But anyway, in that story, and I will be telling this story tomorrow on Philosophy with Jennifer Doring on YouTube, in my personal show, because it's a long one. But in that story, the main character's name is Marie. It's a little girl. And she's chased in her dreams by this dark shadow figure. And she eventually faces it. And this light, now this is before I was doing any of this, so it's really actually kind of cool. This light comes out of her and she faces her darkness and she blasts the hell out of it. And she wins. And that book 1 is called The Wishflower Field, Marie's Triumph. And Marie's my middle name. When I wrote it, I had no idea what I was doing. I just wrote it. And I said, well, that's cool. We'll just use, because it's Mom's middle name and my middle name, we'll call her that. And Haniel looked at me after this and he said, it's time for Marie's Triumph. And I was like, I haven't thought about that in years. That's me. I used to think it was my daughters. It's me. This is happening. Why the hell would I think about that after years and just looked at me and said it? It's not something I normally think about. We're on the precipice of this thing. And it's only tying up loose ends, making sure the systems work, making sure, this is happening. We're there. Okay? So if you got to be a little patient for a few days, a week, whatever, so what? We're there. I trust that. I trust what he said to me because that surprised the hell out of me. And when that happens in meditation like that, So have a lovely day. That is the Jentel for today.
Okay, so the 7th of July is the day that you exchange. Is that what the question you asked? I guess I didn't.
I asked what my personal exchange date would be.
The 7th. So you're going to get notifications before that, like the end of this week. So notifications.
No, wait. The 7th is a Sunday. So it could be It could be. It just depends in my area when I could get an appointment. So
Right.
it could be anytime this week or next week. They're working
Right.
on that system
I
to
got a
make sure there's
feeling.
no bugs, there's no problems.
Yeah, I got a feeling though that it would be quicker than like if like you wouldn't have to wait more than a day or two. I mean, as I understand it, they're trying to get people in like immediately, and we should be among the first people to be
Well, think
aware
about it.
of appointments.
If you've got plans for the 4th, first of all, I'd be like, sorry, can't go. Anyway, but that's the 4th,
I'd be
5th,
like,
and 6th.
I'll
The
see you
7th,
next year.
everything's pretty much done. And you're like, yeah, I can do the 7th. Everybody's usually home. So I don't know if that holiday is going to factor into when redemption people can be there, at least in my area. So we'll just have to see.
Okay. So a lot of alignments there. The Biden thing was Biden not removed, but he
Leaves early.
Leaves early. Yeah. Hopefully,
I don't know if that's just some story where he was somewhere and he had to leave early because information came out, and then everybody's talking about something else. I don't know, but
well, it sounds to me like leaves early actually.
Give it to me like that for a reason.
Yeah, leaves off.
And then leaves early. Info found. Lots of talks about stocks and hyperinflation. And then he went on to say, and I don't know if this is connected with that, but the rest of the world is ready to begin the rollout.
Mm-hmm.
Sara, BRICS, all that. Western civilization takes the blame for globalism and delays. So that might be a whole bunch of red pilling going on there. Is bucket stocks an actual thing?
I've never heard that term before.
You know?
No.
Okay.
I don't know what a bucket stock is.
Could have got that wrong. All right. Could have heard that wrong. But what matched up with what you said is that everybody's blaming the U.S. Is the rest of Western civilization takes the blame.
If an investor decides to invest only in equities, their bucket portfolio might be allocated according to different types of stocks, such as value stocks, growth stocks, or dividend payers. A portfolio consisting only of bonds might have buckets. Okay, a bucket approach means that you are spread across, apparently, like a 401k, you're spread across and diversified different types of investments. That's, I don't know.
So that might be all tied in together and not bullet points. Stocks, hyperinflation talks. The rest of the world is ready to begin the rollout. The Western civilization takes the blame for globalism and delays. And I heard bucket stocks. And then I heard release of funds. So what I kind of got before that, but I wasn't sure of, is that the stocks rise. And this somehow is uncovered that this is why this is happening, because there's no explanation for it. So we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, it would be nice if the Supreme Court overturns the 2020 election and Biden leaves early. Adios, info found of fraud, right? That would do it. No, it's Struan Roger, an actor named Struan Roger. Look him up on IMDb. That's playing Biden. Okay, 1,238 people in the live stream today. That is a new record, I think, Jen. Great for you guys. Thank you for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you. Welcome to the new people. Please don't forget that these videos get taken down off of YouTube almost as soon as the live stream is completed, because we're trying to avoid the YouTube censorship. We want to keep our channels up on YouTube. We have Mike Barra 2, we have Mike Barra 3, we have Mike Barra 333, but the live streams get taken down. But you can always find today's show and Wednesday's show and Tuesday's show and any other shows I do on mikebarra.blogspot.com, where you can also get video connections to some of my lectures, my books, articles I've written, the latest shows from me, and articles about UFO cases, my interview with Marina Sarin from last Thursday, which went really well, and all kinds of cool stuff over on mikebarra.blogspot.com. Please also do not forget to visit our wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus over at the CBDGurus.com. Slide over to the wholesale tab, slide down to Mike B Wholesale. Type in the discount code ALIEN, no uppercase, no S, just ALIEN. Hit the enter button, and you can get this week's specials. 10 million Boulevard. Again, there's lots of different types of Boulevard. Get the ones that I told you. And you get those along. What's that, Jen?
I'd pick up some CBD Guru stuff. They're passing out Boulevard. That's
right. I would too. You got the skin lotion, the lion's mane, the Coriolis Versicolor. You're going to hear that a lot here. New turkey tails, the full spectrum gummies, the sleep gummies, all kinds of cool stuff. Great stuff for pain relief. I've had some shoulder pain. I use the pain relief. It's absolutely great stuff. The CBDGurus.com. Matt and Lucas over there are absolutely wonderful people. And app. Also, please do not forget to pop over to MikeBarraPets.com, where you can pick up all kinds of cool mushroom-based supplements for your doggies, your kitties, your horsies, and yourself, because there's all kinds of cool products here based on the Coriolis versicolor mushroom. Deer antler powder, natural whole foods is mixed in with all this stuff, and the reishi mushroom stuff, which is really, really cool. There's a whole long history of the benefits of certain types of mushrooms. And again, you can pick up these products. I give Barkley the mush puppies. I give him the Mojos. Those are freeze-dried liver-based treats with mushrooms in them. And Barkley, there's super sauce for the dogs, super sauce for the cats, mush ponies for the horses. Great stuff. Recommend all of this. It's great. And then you've got the various tablets and pills based on the different mushrooms for different functions within the body. Enforce Plus with the Coriolis Versicolor. I take the Restore, the Clarity, and the Immune System Booster. And before anybody says, well, Mike, you're sick all the time, I haven't been sick. I haven't been sick since March. It was a sinus infection, which happens when you change climates and your sinuses dry out. I haven't really been sick with any kind of illness in a long, long time, besides a sinus infection, which is bacterial. Anyway, pick up your mush puppies, pick up your super sauces for your dogs, your cats. Send an email to Diana over at where is my caption? MikeBarraPets@gmail.com, MikeBarraPets@gmail.com, and Diana can answer any and all questions about what would be best for your treatment, for your dogs, for your cats, for your horses. And if you want to go back to MikeBarra.blogspot.com, we did a session with Diana and Kristen on Thursday where they explained a lot of the science behind these supplements. So definitely pick those up. Jen, why don't you tell us what is going on over at JenniferFalah.com this week?
Okay, well, I haven't gotten in there this morning to take down the 15-minute reading. I only offer these.
Should I not show it? Should I not show it?
No, it's fine. If you can sneak in there and get it, good for you. But I will be taking that off the website. Will not be offering 15-minute readings. It's only something I do once in a while. Regular is 30-minute or an hour. If you'd like those, get in there now and sneak in there and get a bunch of them before I take it down. I can give you gift cards. You can pull them, send me a gift card. They do not expire. Each gift card has a number on it, so you can't reuse. And when you use one, I cross it out and send it back to you and file it as used. But I don't keep track of you and what gift cards you have and all that. I'm not like a secretary, but I do keep track of the ones that have been used and given. So get on in there if you need a medical reading. That is my strongest gift. With Jesus, I stand there. Jesus is standing next to you. What's what it looks like, and we start top of the head. You look like a black silhouette, and he highlights anything in your body, and then I describe to you what I see. And he tells me things. We do not. This information is for you to take to your doctor to calm any fears or whatever, and so that they can find the root of the problem and help you better. Okay. So there's healings, there's everything. Now I am a little bit behind on the healings because I took some time off to do domestic things. Okay. And I will be finishing up on those in the next few days. And I appreciate your patience. Anybody wants to lose some weight? You know, you got somebody says, hey, 2 weeks, come and be in a bathing suit in front of all your friends. Well, that's not fun. Okay. I'm not, you know, like if it was me, I'm not really prepared for that. So you might want to get weight loss healings. It'll help you stay on your plan. Okay. And the classes are also available on there, although they're a regular price now. So go to jenniferfallah.com, all kinds of goodies there. You might just be able to sneak in before I get back in there to delete the 15-minute reading and get some. And just email me after and say, I bought 4 gift cards. I need 4 gift cards. Use the love button for multiple purchases, and I'll send them to you right there. It's a picture. You can send it as quickly as you can send a picture any way. If you want to give it as a gift, you email it back to me when you want to schedule it. That's it.
Okay, and that is what is going on over at jenniferfallah.com right now. So, all right, Jen, why don't we slide into the Rumble and get some questions? Guys, the best way to support the show is to get on over to Rumble, create a Rumble account, sign up for our new channel. It is Real News Live with Mike and Jen. Actually, let me get over to Rumble real quick, Jen, and we'll do this. Real News Live. See, we have we found out that we had been broadcasting to an account, not a channel. For some reason, Rumble doesn't create channels, and we don't really understand quite why it does that, but it does, and it's really retarded, but it's fixed now. We now have a channel, Real News Live with Mike and Jen. That's what we're broadcasting to. And so slide on over there, subscribe, follow and subscribe. We only have about 1,700 followers over there. We had over 4,000, like almost 5,000 on the account. So if you're on the account, slide on over to Real News Live with Mike and Jen, the channel, and get in there and follow us and subscribe. Okay, so what the advantages of subscribing is it gives us $5 a month. It's a very cheap price, but you get your questions answered first, and you get a little red castle logo next to your name. I did the wrong thing there, Jen. I want to go back over. Okay, I'm lost. Where are we? Yeah, stop sharing that. All right, we're just going to slide over here. All right, sorry. Hang on. Sorry, technical difficulties. And you get your questions answered first over there. So, first of all, thank you. D Green 4613 is now a monthly supporter. Yay! Thank you, D Green. $5 a month, and gets to get his question answered first. The other thing that's important, guys, is we need you to give Jen your real name. Where is it? Questions for Jen must include your real name and the name of the person or pet you are asking about. Otherwise, it's extremely difficult for Jen to connect. All right, let's slide on down. Scott is telling Greta you'll need to cancel the old subscription and subscribe to this one. That's correct. That helps a lot. Anyone hear the Federal Reserve was held for cyber ransom? I did not hear that. People talking to themselves. Right to Opinion says he had a horrible sinus and headache Saturday morning. Yeah. I went to see a neurologist.
It has a lot to do with it.
What's that?
The wind.
I went to a neurologist and he said there's no such thing as a sinus headache. They're all migraines. And I'm like, that's not right. That's stupid. Why would he say that? Anyway. Okay, Andy here, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Have a friend, Jennifer, having massive migraines, again, for months now. What are they missing? What can get her relief? Thanks, Jen.
Hormones.
It's always pretty much hormones, right? Hi, Jen. Carissa here, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Can you please take a look at Audin, Audin, and let me know if he's having a reaction to mold? If so, is it coming from carpet in his room or something else? Audin, Audin.
It's not the carpet.
It's the carpet? Tear the carpet out, huh? David, Little Red Castle, $5.
Is there somewhere else that he is spending time? He picked it up somewhere else. I don't think he's like infected with mold, but there's something that's bothering him from another location. I don't know if he's in daycare, another family's home, school, something like that.
Okay, David says, Jen, how's my heart health? And also, do grounding sheets really work? No.
Grounding sheets?
Yeah, those sheets you put across your bed. Connect to
the grounding that works is your intention.
Yeah. Okay.
Do not put your faith in objects. Okay. They may assist you in some way, like crystals and things like that have the properties to amplify, but your intention and your energy and is everything. Okay. I need, what's his name again?
David.
Okay, there's like 100 million of those. Like David, anything
David
else?
Murtos. David Murtos.
Okay.
His
All
heart.
right.
Yeah, let's know about his heart.
It has a lot of fat around it. So I just see this like on one side, this envelope that's just kind of over it, and it looks whiter. Okay, it looks yellowy white. Fat looks like that. I do think it's fat. So I work on that. As far as functioning, it is functioning correctly. I mean, let's see if I see any blockages or anything. There is one place that could be a possible problem. I would have it checked out. I wouldn't worry. Don't panic. Don't have an anxiety attack. But it is something that in the future could be a possible problem. But right now, it looks like it's doing all right. It's just that you need to, for some reason, I guess maybe get the weight down.
Yeah, Jen, I had an EKG in 2019 or something. I had to go to the hospital because I wasn't feeling well, so they gave me an EKG, and it turned out it was a sinus infection. But they said, well, you've had a heart attack sometime between 2012 and 2019. You've had a heart attack because your EKG is different. And I know when it happened. It was when I tried to climb this fucking pyramid in Mexico on this cruise, and I felt like I was dying. But then I had it checked again, and the guy said, okay, it might be different than it was in 2012, but it's completely normal. In other words, there's nothing at all abnormal about your EKG. So you may find, David, that you might have some change, but it's not outside the normal range. So don't let that get to you. Don't let it freak you out.
Well, like if what I'm seeing is this white part on it that looks kind of yellowy. It's not green, so it's not any kind of infection. It's not black, so it's not any kind of cancer or anything terrible. It's if that were scarring from a heart attack, it would have been a major one. Okay, I don't know. That's too much. I think it's fat.
Okay, Lucy. I retired last year and finding it harder to make ends meet. Do you see me needing to go back to work? Thank you both for all you do. That's Lucy.
Well, I'm not going to encourage anybody not to go back to work at this point in time. Just because of what we've learned in recent history about timelines, but do I need to go back to work? I really can't answer that, because if I told you no, sit around the couch and the RV's coming, that is not responsible of me.
No.
So
All
If
right.
you did go back to work, would you be able to quit that pretty soon? Yes. But do what you got to do right now,
Right. Okay, Lorraine wants to know if her daughter Peaches is done with the violin, or should I continue to encourage her natural talent? Is Peaches done with the violin? Should she
She's
encourage?
done. She's bored with it. She doesn't really like it anymore. I just saw a flute. Try that.
Try what?
A flute.
A flute.
It was either a flute or something shaped like a flute that you blow into that has holes. I mean, what is that? What is that? Not a saxophone. Clarinet.
Clarinet.
Flute or the clarinet? Try
that. I have a friend, Courtney, and she was the most talented photographer I've ever seen in my life. And she has a lot of personal demons and trouble she's worked through. I have some of her photographic artwork up in my house. She's brilliant, but she just doesn't do it anymore. And it's like, God, this is the gift you were given, one of the gifts God gave you. And it's a shame, but people have to decide for themselves.
Well, her daughter loves the sound of the strings, but she doesn't like the work of the strings. So you might want to move on to a breath instrument, but she does still like being part of the band or orchestra.
Okay. Christina Thompson would like to know, will my personal appointment be for redemption? When will my personal appointment be for redemption?
I'm not doing that for
everybody's doing
that. Pass. I'm not doing that. That's going to start a whole
It sure looks
avalanche.
like it's coming soon. It feels like it's coming soon. Montana Treasures wants to know, will my son Ramsey and Mary resolve their differences? She's a Little Red Castle $5 a month subscriber.
Yeah. Really soon, too.
Really soon, too? Okay. 528 Hertz. Cliff High is calling for a big correction around 7:15. I know he's issues, but his forecast. Cliff High's never been right about a single fucking thing. Okay? He's a schizophrenic crackpot. And yeah, everybody else is calling. He is. Everybody else is calling for 7:15.
All right. We're on the roids. Let's not.
Well, everybody else is calling for the same thing. So, Cliff High was right. Yeah, once in his life. Anyway, A Patriot 99 is now a monthly supporter. Little Red Castle, $5 a month. Thank you. Okay. Kathy here, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. My brother-in-law Tom has to be moved out of where he lives, a warehouse setting, to somewhere else. Will he be able to find something in time? On time. Before he's kicked out of the other place. Tom.
Yeah, like last minute. Yeah.
Okay, and a Patriot 99 who just joined, also a Rumble ranter and a $5 a month subscriber, says, "Hi, Mike and Jen. My house is now going into probate court. Will I be able to keep my home?" This is Alice. Sorry. Alice wants to know if she'll be able to keep her home. It's in probate court right now. Thank you, Alice.
He's talking, but it's yes and something about a decision.
Okay. Sarah here, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Can you see why my husband Jeremy has been acting weird and defensive and staying up all night lately? How can I help?
What's her name?
This is Sarah with an H. Sarah.
He's listening to something. Something's got his attention distracted, and he is of course I'm not going to get it because it's personal information. There's blocks that go up when people don't want you to know something, but he is listening to something. I feel like it's some kind of podcast or books or something on tape, something.
He's probably watching Mike Barra's bad dating advice on Whiskey and Wisdom. That's probably what the problem is, Sarah. So keep him away.
First thing I got was anxiety. So I really feel like he's struggling with like anxiety right now, and he may be listening to something to help with that or find answers or something.
Lars says, Mike, squirt some nasal colloidal silver spray once a week to avoid a sinus infection. I'm 6+ years. I will do that, Lars. I will look for some of that and try it. It's worth a try. Colloidal silver's never really done much for me. Okay, Chris Packer, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Chris wants to know when I can expect my state tax refund.
4 days.
4 days. Hi, Jen. Kathy Clem here, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. We are living temporarily in Illinois, helping our son. Where do you see us moving to in the future for our next God mission?
West.
West?
I can't give you a destination because that's me making your decision for you. So I'm trying to get something out of the angels here. And it's just say west. And I said, okay, west.
All right. Susan Gretz is over in Rumble. Hi, Susan. Thank you for the
Hi,
help with my
Susan.
glasses. Maybe I'll find them today. Jen couldn't be sure. Holly Opplinger. Hi, Jen. Holly here. Do you see me getting a medbed treatment before the end of the year? That's what I was going to ask. Something I was going to ask you about, Jen. Sky Prince posted. She said, this is it. It's happening. Medbeds are coming out this week or next week. I was told, she said she was told by a high military source that they're coming out and that they will be offered with our exchanges. She says the redemption and the med beds are coming out together.
Okay, so that's different than being readily available for the public. So they will be by invitation to use certain machines.
Yep.
But to walk into these actual centers off the street, that's probably mid 25.
Okay.
2020.
Do you remember? Well, because they said they have to bring out the technology, and what they're going to say is they're going to say this is a test trial, a trial of this new technology, this new medical technology. And that's what they're, even though they know it works, they're going to call it a trial. And it's, you told me a year ago I was going to get an early shot at one, which thank God, that'd be great.
They've already been using them on a military level for extreme cases for a while.
I'm going to come out of it 5'10", 165, 170 pounds, cut, looking good with a, going to be good. Okay. So I guess in Holly's case, it depends if she redeems, then supposedly she's going to get an earlier shot. Right? True? No?
It's like a ticket.
Oh, I see.
Like a ticket to ride. And then you make an appointment.
Joanne, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Jen, can you ask the angels about where we are with our new gen crypto? Did Mark's son ever find out any information for us? Not really. No. Zester did not. You got any
in it. I don't know what to tell you.
It's waiting for the RV, is my understanding. David Murtos with a Rumble rant, $20. Thank you, David. We appreciate that very much. You rock.
Thank you.
And you roll. Okay. Hi, Jen. Maria here, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. What are my guardian angel names? Can I ask them to help my adult children, or how would I send my adult children spiritual help? Good question.
Did we get a full name there? Because I'm going to have to go and talk to the guardian angels.
Maria.
Luke. Your guardian angel is a male. He wants to be called Luke. Now, you also have guides, but you have a divinely appointed guide and you have a divinely appointed guardian angel. Why? Because the guide has your script. They're here to ensure that you, what good or bad, accomplish what you set out to accomplish and learn and achieve on this journey. The guardian angel is there to make sure you live to do it. The other guides and angels will come in and out as needed along the way. And so many people you'll see that have like 4 or 5 at one point. The angels usually give us a name to call them because I've seen the way the names are written and it's a bunch of X's and T's and weird looking. I have no idea what that is. We can't pronounce it. So he wants to be called Luke. And
okay.
Jesus is God forevermore. When Maria talks to her guardian angel and she addresses Luke, let it be her truly divine appointed guardian angel that hears her. That's how you do that.
Okay. Hi, Jen. My name is Diane, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Will I get the farm that I've been watching that has 2 homes for myself and my daughter's family? Good question.
Yes, I see you with keys standing out there. Yes, I see you dangling keys.
Okay, unfortunately that was a short answer. Okay, Rainbow 13, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Holy shit, Jen. Those are the 2 other instruments on her list. So the flute and the other one besides piano and guitar. You are so awesome. So that was the mom who was asking.
It's really the strings thing. It's the cramping of the hand and trying to push on the. She doesn't like that part of it.
Yeah. Okay. Carlene, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Will my car make it until I get my truck?
It'll make it.
It'll make it. Okay. Karen, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. I'm looking at property in Hico, Texas, Hico, Hico, Texas. Do you see this being my retirement family retreat?
Sorry, somebody texted me and I was distracted. Now, what was the name?
It's Karen. And she'd like to know, she's looking at a property in Hico, Hico, Texas, Hico, Texas. Do you see this being my retirement family retreat?
No, something about not liking that it's too hot or something. Like once you get there. You will have a retreat. It will be something like that, but I don't think it's actually that place.
Mellowman says, Mike, that is so damn funny. Cliff is an idiot.
Stop it.
Yeah.
No name.
Rosemarie, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Am I cancer free? Is a personal question. I don't know if Jen can answer that.
That's going to have to be something done in private.
Yeah.
I'm not going to answer that one so fast. I'd have to do the medical rating and really look. And if I see any more in there, then you can go back to the doctor and say, well, hey, can check here? Because I think there's something right here. You know?
Super Dave, a.k.a. Pork Cup, $50 Rumble Rant. Thank you, Dave.
You're awesome. It's at the end of the month. It's going to be good because of you.
He's doing this all the time. He's a rock star. We love you, Dave.
You are a rock star.
Cool Raul, Little Red Castle, $5 subscriber. Raul here with a question for Jennifer. My daughter Jada has a job interview on Wednesday. Will Jada get the job?
Not this one, but there's one coming up right behind it. It's so close that I'm not sure if it's just a different position in the same company. So keep an eye out for word of that.
Yeah. And Jen, can you do a healing on my kitty cat, Miss Fluffy Muffy's ear? She's got a yeast infection in there again. And they're telling me now that she can't have her medicine. She can't have her medicine, which fixes it, for 3 more days until I come in for my appointment. She's already taken this medicine before. Fuck you, by the way, vets.
All right, steroids.
Well, they're trying to make me come in for this appointment and pay more money. So they're refusing to give her medication that we already know works for this. So she's got to suffer for Three more days with a horribly itchy ear.
Yeah, I got it down.
Thank you for the healing. Christina here, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Does my dog Roxy need to go to the vet, or will her rash heal on its own?
She needs to go in.
Okay.
She has allergies and she has another condition going on.
Okay. Kathy,
it might be, now hang on a second. It might be kidneys or filtering organs in the body, because I feel like something's going on where not enough is coming out and it's coming out through the skin. So go center around that when you go in, and allergies.
Christina, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Does my dog Roxy need to go to the vet, or will? Oh, I already asked you that. Kathy, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Jen, who are my guardian angels? Good question.
Kathy.
With an E, Kathe. Kathy Wolford. Does that help? Wolford?
Yes. Kathy Wolford. Sorry, I have a dog in here. Hang on a second. I got to get just a second.
Oh, hi. What's his name?
Yeah.
He's cutie.
Out. Get out.
Hello, everybody.
All right, hang on. Okay, that was Bear. He's so cute.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Giant,
big
stable
giant
shepherd. He is. If I didn't get him out of here, he would have just knocked everything down.
Okay.
All right. So where was I? What was the name again?
All right,
it was Kathy with an E. Wolford.
It was Kathy. We're looking for her guardian angels' names.
I'm trying to hear it. It sounds like thief or chief. Let's call him Chief. Is that all right?
Okay.
Good. Chief. He's okay with that.
All right. Sharon, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, hi, Jen. Do you see a partial renovation, a full renovation, or tear down and rebuild for our house? And how long will this take once it's started? Sharon.
Okay, that's a full rating. Probably going to have to come to me for that.
Okay. Debbie, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Will I be able to use a med bed for my dog, Chris, this year?
26.
26.
For the dogs, for the animals.
Yeah, the animal med bed.
And it really looks like that they will have those units initially in veterinary clinics, or some kind of clinic like that, but they will later on have a smaller version that you can have in the home.
Yeah. It's like going to be like an appliance, like a washing machine or a dishwasher.
And then remember, we had people worried that people would just stay here forever, or they'd keep their dog alive forever. And I asked about that. And Gabriel told me, eventually the soul grows weary and wants to go home. Mm-hmm. And so what you'll see later on is people just, just sliding into home base, fully functional, and just one day they're just like, don't wake up.
Just choose to leave. So it's going to be an extraordinary world. It's going to take, I think it takes at least a generation to build it, but I do think it will get there.
And the people will have a problem with it in the beginning, because a lot of people are going to have all kinds of problems with it, not in the beds itself or from the therapy that is given, but
trusting
their spiritual beliefs.
Trusting
some people believe, what if it kills me now?
Yeah.
What if I come out with, like, they reorganize my molecules and I've got like 3 arms,
Well, and there's also the Star Trek thing, the transporter. Does it kill me and then reassemble a fake me with no soul at the other end? And
yeah, and am I playing God? There's going to be all kinds of that in the future where that stops people from getting in it.
Yeah, I think at least a generation before. There were the generation that grows up with this technology just being around all the time are the ones that will be comfortable with it. Everybody else is going to have a hard time adjusting.
And unless you are a designated caregiver legally, it has to, it's okay for pets that you are the caregiver, but they have to make the choice themselves.
Mm-hmm. And no, it's not going to read your vibration and decide if you're an alien or not. Although Sky did say one thing I thought was really interesting the other day on her a week ago on her last stream, which is that it doesn't work for the bad guys because it only works. Go ahead, Jen.
Because long ago, when I saw these things in a warehouse somewhere, they were working on them because they were calibrated for a different DNA type, which was interesting at the time. This was years ago. And
alien, yeah.
They had to rework them to work on the average spectrum of vibration for a human being, the average DNA of a human being. Average spectrum of vibration. People in the spiritual community have been around for a long time and actually paying attention. They understand that the vibration fluctuates from grief, stress, illness. Not everybody's just like on cloud 9 all the time and their vibration up. It's a fluctuating thing like blood pressure, but there is a certain spectrum that qualifies you as a human being, okay?
Yeah.
That's what they're looking at.
And some people have misinterpreted that as
only if you're good, you get to be healed. I don't think that's what Jesus did, was it?
No. You don't have to be qualified to be healed, but it's not going to work for the evil ones because they're not in that spectrum.
Did he ask the leper?
That's why the Rockefellers and the Clintons and these people keep deteriorating, and the only way they can stay around is adrenochrome, and that's where all this horrible stuff happened.
Well, Jesus didn't ask. The only thing he asked the leper and the other people was so many words. Do you want to be healed? He could tell, if this was a bad guy that he was talking to. But, sometimes even people are influenced by bad guys. Their behaviors, they're being the energy, the life force energy is being sucked out of them by this spiritual parasite. I have done cleanses on people in healings, and you have to look way down in the eyes, okay? Because a lot of times the person's in there like, you say, do you accept God's healing? And the outside image would say, no. But then I look down in there, and there's like you down in there saying, yes, help me, please. And that's when we kick the shit out of them, okay? But not trying to be. It's kind of what happens. But so to come out and say only the good or only the high vibrational get to be healed or are deserving.
You have to already, you have to already be in 5D. I'm in 5D sometimes. Sometimes
I hate 3D. The 3D, 5D thing. I hate it.
Yeah, and I want to blow people up. So, that's okay. Then 99% of the human race is going to be exempt from that because we all have our ups and downs, and nobody lives.
Well, it's nobody's place to decide.
Yeah, no human should be deciding whether I get to use
What's the number one rule?
Yeah, free will.
Judge not, because you don't know who's in there. All right.
Laura Yoder. No, I am not only taking questions from Rumble, but the people who subscribe on Rumble for $5 a month get to go first.
But we don't have to do them all every time. And so we can still get to the others.
Well, okay. So Nima Dejani has a $10 Rumble rant. Thank you, Nina. We appreciate that. And this is a question I would like an answer to. Hi, Jen. Will I move to Santa Barbara this summer with my best friend and open our healing center? And will I meet my soul partner then? Will I meet him soon? Nima Dejani.
Way to get an hour reading into one question online. Okay, so timing on that is off. There is a
After
move. There is a new guy. There are plans started to start that project, but I've not seen the timing on completion. Okay.
I crave a place in Santa Barbara for the summers. Like, it's 110 here today. It was 110 yesterday. It's 72 and sunny in Santa Barbara right now. I had an aunt who lived there. I've driven through it once. I would like a summer place in Santa Barbara. June 1st, pack up and go to Santa Barbara. September 1st, come back to Vegas. That's my plan. So I understand, Nima, and I hope it all works out for you because it is a beautiful place, even though it's in California. Angel wants to know about her dogs, Ziva, Micah, and Blue. They are not eating their food. They don't seem to want to eat their food. Little Red Castle, $5 one subscriber.
All I'm hearing is something about the bowl. Now, so did we get some kind of other smell on the bowl? Is there something,
Okay.
Have you not cleaned out the bowl?
Clean the bowl, change the bowl.
You know what?
Rose.
I don't know how tall they are, but maybe somebody peed on it. Clean the bowl.
Clean the bowl. Okay. All right. So
there's a smell there. So change the whole container of dog food. I don't know. Get another one. I don't know.
Okay, Greta. I've not been well since last Thursday. Any idea what I need to do or take to course correct? By the way, I'm a sub, but I have to cancel the old and renew for this channel. We know that, Greta.
You have an intestinal bug. It's gonna, I do the Ivan and everything.
Ivermectin. Yeah, get some ivermectin, Greta. Tim H here. Hi, Jen. Looking for clarity and guidance regarding moving to another rental in 3 to 6 months. Will I stay in the Monmouth County, New Jersey area? Tim would like to know if he's going to stay. No. Okay. Okay, Lisa Mitchell says, is the pain going down my right arm from my neck or my rotator cuff? It came back again.
This time it's coming from the neck. It's right across the shoulder up to the neck right there. There's something going on right there. Something out of place.
Susan Gretz has a question. Why don't you just call Jen, Susan? I have a question for Jen. Will my youngest son and his ex get back together? Susan would like to know. Susan Gretz.
They're going to try. It's not going to work out. Too much water under the bridge.
Dragon Poker, we need names to get that question answered. Okay. Kathy Thompson, will I be able to retire before the end of the year? Hope so.
Yep. I see you sitting in a lawn chair. It's still warm. Outside telling somebody about your retirement plans, and you're so glad to be done with that.
Cool. Laura here, Laura. A quick question for Jen. Will my daughter Sally ever remarry, and what's the time frame?
What was the mom's name?
Laura, Laura.
She will. It's probably going to be about 3 years.
Okay. Jan would like to know if her daughter Rachel will receive her lawsuit settlement checks soon.
Big hold up on that one.
Case is settled, but they're waiting.
Yeah, there's some kind of hold on that.
Okay. Jen Bishop.
4 to 6 months.
4 to 6 months. Jen Bishop. Hi, Jen. Do you see my stepson Justin saying staying clean from drugs this time? Long history of addiction. Will Justin stay clean from drugs?
What's mom's name?
It's a stepson. It's Jen Bishop.
Nope, we got another round, and then he'll get clean.
Okay. Well, at least he survives the next round. That's the good news. A Lady Hawk of Colorado. Honey, I don't have your name. I did not find my glasses. These are my computer glasses. They are different from my reading glasses. And hopefully I can get into a med bed soon and not have to wear glasses at all. Although I think I should still wear them, Jen, because they make me look smart, don't you think? Kind of like.
Yeah.
Okay. Karen here. Will my husband Dave get a new tractor, or will he find someone to fix his old one?
Someone works on it. I see somebody bent over working on it.
Okay. Lady Hawk. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Lady Hawk of Colorado says, Jen, please help me get a healing for old Mo, my 21-year-old kitty. Go to jenniferfala.com and
send me the picture. You can't afford it. You go to if you can afford it, I appreciate that. But if you can't, you send me the cat, the name, the picture, and the email is on my website. Go to jenniferfala.com.
We'll get it
I'll
for
do it
you.
anyway.
Okay. All right.
Are we over on YouTube yet?
No, we're still on Rumble questions. Are there some on YouTube you would like to answer?
Well, I want to be fair. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to the pinned ones that were first. Question: my mare Harley is currently with a stud, a Lucky Harley. Is she in foal or will she become in foal? I guess that means pregnant.
Yeah, it does. Harley. In full.
Score. Rick Norman, I just seen a fun game. Oh, who are my 4 favorite Mount Rushmore players? No, I'm not. We don't have time for that. But Russell Wilson, Cortez Kennedy, Walter Jones, Steve Largent. Happy Raffy. Good morning, Jen, Mike, and everyone. Beautiful. Oh, okay. That was just a nice good morning. Jen, will Starliner return from the International Space Station and land? And will the 2 astronauts be on board? This is the Boeing rocket capsule. It's stuck at the space station, and they have so many problems. They're not sure they're going to be able to get it back. And everybody's saying there's going to be a weird event. I wonder if they're going to lose these 2 astronauts when they try to re-enter or something. That's my prediction.
They have to stay for a while.
They have to stay.
And I heard planned event. We'll see what happens with that.
Yeah. Okay. Alessandro Zabazla. Hi, Mike and Jen. This is Angela. Post RV. We would like to buy a home in Manaplan, Florida. Do you see us buying this home and when?
Close to there.
James Michael. Hey, guys. Love the show. Does anyone know why the Iraqi Gazette went offline just before midnight Friday night in Iraq? Is it still offline? Did they not go to print? Did something just stop them making their announcement, Jen? Is that what happened with the Gazette?
I feel like they're mad at the USA. I feel like they were going to make this announcement several times. So something I should be looking into. Okay, so we're going to do that.
Those reports that there's going to be announcements were probably true.
Pass.
Hi, Jen. It's Renee. I'm struggling with sinus issues. ENT suggests I may need sinus surgery. Do you have any thoughts? I will tell you this, sinus surgery is no fun from what people have told me.
Renee. So there's something sticking down like this, and I don't know what that is. But it would be minor surgery if that. I think that it would benefit you to get it done, but it would be minor. It wouldn't be a big deal. You might want to look into it.
Jen, Kimberly Palm just did a video yesterday on angel names and said the same thing as you. Must be true since both of you say this. Okay.
Well, that's good. Nice that somebody else can confirm that.
No, I start with Rumble. The thing is that our audience has grown, Lori, and now there's so many people that are subscribing at $5 a month over there. They get their questions first. It's just, that's what's happening. So we're getting to be a little bit bigger show, so it's just hard to get through everything. And thank goodness Jen has time to be with us today. Steve Templeton, Jen, I sometimes perceive guidance from a spirit. When I asked his name, I think I heard Theos. Is that the correct name? Is he trying to guide me more than I'm receiving?
Actually, that's kind of pretty dangerous, all right? We always want to start out with God. And then we want to go, or Jesus, and then we want to go to the captains of the armies that are here to protect us, okay? So Michael, who is the spirit I'm speaking with, be with me while I'm speaking, so that we know that we're safe. Any spirit just comes up to you and says, hey, I'm Theos. Let me get into your mind and mess with you and screw up your life. Be careful with that. So I'm not going to tell you. I don't like random approaching guides and spirits like that. You want to stay with your truly you want to put somebody else in charge of that communication if you are having it with you. That's why with all my students, I say we're gonna form a team here, and we don't do anything without our team. Stay safe.
Hi, Jen. This is Denise. My son John is in a dire situation. Do you see him finding a job soon?
Three weeks. He'll be all right.
It's
okay.
Higo, Texas, not Higo. Okay. Thank you. Chrissy. Jen, will our Vizsla Harley, is that a dog? A Vizsla? Cat? Anyway, have a clear biopsy tomorrow. $5 subscriber due. Thank you, Chrissy.
It is clear.
It is clear. Good. Thomas Klein. Good morning, Jen and Mike. Does God see the truck I want in stock, and will I get one soon?
Well, you will, but it's not in stock.
It's not in stock.
You're going to have to bring it in from another area.
Dave Barrow, remember the thumbs up I got from the Archangels a couple of weeks ago? Any chances that happening soon? I don't remember what thumbs up was for. Yes, shut up, Dave. Big Dave's Peanut. Jen, any more info on Janet Yellen and the trillions she signed off? Thanks for all you do. Somebody else said that Janet Yellen had signed off on something.
That is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Coincidental timing.
I forget that connection, but that was a couple days ago.
Coincidental timing on that, wasn't it?
No.
So I don't think that signature was exactly what everybody thinks it was for. Just saying. I mean, if we were told, like within a week before that, or days before that, keep an eye out for Janet Yellen, and I get the name, and I see the woman sign off on something, and what she's actually signing off on is the bond money received into the treasury so that we can proceed with the other part of the RV, and then we got Janet Yellen signing off on something. Let's just go ahead and take that as Jentel confirmed.
Okay. Lori, Jen, will my granddaughter Grace get a job around Chicago? Or will my daughter Grace get a job around Chicago soon?
Yeah.
Jen, this is...
She wins something. Like a grant or an internship or something like that. Yeah.
There's tons of grants out there you can apply for, but I'm just too lazy to do that kind of thing. Anna would like to know, Jen, this is Anna. I was laid off. Will I get a new job in July?
First of all, Gabriel says Anna needs to take a rest. Okay, just little one. So don't kick yourself if you take a couple weeks off. All right. I just keep hearing Anna takes a rest.
Take a rest. Joe, interesting point. The debate happens now to set up the 120-day period for a new government implementation under Cesaro law. That's correct. If the election date of November 2nd or 3rd this year, I forget what it is, for the presidential election, if Nassara is correct, 120 days, you have to have an announcement of like a new election. That I believe is July 8th or 9th is the deadline.
Okay, so I don't pay attention to all that and the politics and the campaign and everything. So Biden's going to debate Trump.
Yep, for no reason.
That's good TV.
And,
so this makes me want to laugh. Listen really close to what Trump says. And then listen really close to what Biden says. This is going to be entertaining. Yeah.
If the U.S. is impeding the RV, is it the white hats or the black hats stopping it?
Both. The white hats want certain things. They want certain benchmarks.
Which we haven't quite gotten to yet.
The black hats are still trying to pull crap, although they really don't have much power. Think about what we know about Trump and his negotiations. You know, I mean, if we start progressing in something and somebody tries to do something in another country or something happens here and it's not exactly the way he wants it, he'll hold off. Is he the final signature?
Yeah, Trump? Yeah. Yeah. He's the head of the finance for the world. So.
Yeah, he wants to move forward, but he's strong. He'll wait if it's not good. And he knows that once you start this thing, there's something about it. I don't know how to explain it. Once it's started, you can't stop it.
Right.
Okay. You can delay it. But at this point in time, the time period that you can delay something without like a full-on crash of everything is a very short window, and we're moving forward with the process.
Okay. Maria Luisa, my birthday is July 12th. Do you see something positive that could happen to me? Thanks so much.
She's trying to know if she's going to RV on the 12th. I don't want to do that, but happy birthday to you. I'm just putting out what I've gotten today.
Karen Cal says, hi, Jen. My 93-year-old mom is to the point she needs professional 24/7 care. I'm sorry about that. Will I find a good, affordable place for her soon?
Mm-hmm. Looks like a memory care unit. I feel like you can move in some personal belongings in there. Good staff. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Hi, Jen. This is Denise. Do you see my son John finding a job soon? He's in a dire situation. I think we had that question over on.
We did that.
Yeah, that's also a question. Okay. Lisa Western says, hi, Jen. I was promised a home in Port Townsend along with an income. Do you see me receiving these sometime this month?
I'm trying to get the weeks. I'm seeing lines. When I see blocks, squares, it's months. When I see these lines, it's weeks. I think we've got 4 or 5. 3 to 5. 3 to 5 weeks, yes.
Okay, that is going to wrap it up for today. Thank you, everybody, for your questions. Jen has done. Jen, you did a really intense job there. That was a lot of questions. So remember, you can find Jen over at jenniferfala.com on YouTube, Jennifer Fala Doring, Philosophy on Telegram, and Jennifer Fala Doring on Telegram, and Philosophy Chat. Also on Telegram, you can find Mike Barrett Chat over on Telegram for me also. And you can always find me at mikebarrett.blogspot.com. On Rumble, we are Real News Live with Mike and Jen. I got to fix that. Telegram, it's Mike Barra Chat. I got to fix this one. Instagram, Mike Barra 333, and on Twitter at Mike Barra 333 with a capital M and a capital B. Jen has got her show tomorrow over on YouTube, and Jen and I will be back on Wednesday for Tell the Truth Wednesday. Hopefully we have some more exciting news by then, and Toxically Masculine Tuesday tomorrow night with me and Brooks and Blake, and hopefully Steve Doran, actually not the disembodied voice of Steve Doran, but his actual face on Tuesday night. Hopefully Steve gets those problems fixed. So that's where we're at. Thank you guys for being here. We both got a busy couple of days, Jen, and a lot of exciting stuff going on, and pray that I get my eyeglasses back today, because I have a hard time reading my phone, and that's just awful. Any parting words, Jen?
Well, yeah. Okay, so for the next couple days, we're in this like intense, like irritating energy. I can just feel it all around. Yeah. I don't know if it's Mike or if it's just coming in from I'm just kidding, all around me. But it's like, I'm not into astrology and all that, so I couldn't tell you, what's going on with all that. But Sister Gratz probably could. But I can just feel it. It's very an agitated energy. Let's just try not to play ball with that, okay? And in the chat rooms and on the comments and with your family and everything, let's just take a moment to think, what happens if I say this before we say it? Because that's kind of, we're going into like a 2-3 day period right here where you're just going to feel that. So maybe just when you feel it, realize that that's what it is, and really maybe it's not your spouse or your children or everybody else around you, and just kind of hold back before you react. Okay? So that's a suggestion.
Okay. Thank you guys for being here. We will be back on Wednesday. Jen is off coming. Jen and I both have different shows tomorrow. Tune into those. We will see you then. Don't forget to slide over to Rumble, follow Real News Live with Mike and Jen, subscribe if you'd like for $5 a month. Hit the CBD Gurus and hit Mike Barra Pets to get some great supplements for your pets. That'll do it. You guys have a great Monday. Any updates that I get regarding any other issues having to do with the RV, I will be posting on my Telegram channel. So head on over there.